What is up, gents? So, today is going to be day 2 of, being back in action, being back in the swing of things. My legs are stiff. Let me tell you, they are absolutely dead. I was lying in bed this morning, didn't want to get up for my 4 a.m., and I was just like thinking to myself, like, it's fine, I can stay in, my legs are stiff, my legs are sore. But anyway, after a little bit of like 10 minutes back and forth with myself, I made the decision, let me get up, let me stick to what I've set out. And I got out of that bed, and when you have that stiffness feeling like everywhere, you got at the back, the front, the side, because it happens when you haven't trained in a while. Now, I'm going to be straight up, I actually quite enjoy that feeling. It makes me feel like I've, worked my ass off, but even though that stiffness feeling doesn't measure whether or not you're training hard or not, and that's also a misconception that people struggle with. They feel like, damn, they're not getting that stiff feeling anymore. Are they training hard enough? That's just not the case, right? Your body has just adapted to it. Your body has gotten used to the training load. So I won't feel the stiffness within the next week to 2 weeks. It will be back to normal and everything will be easy. But I just had my pre-workout meal now, which was my oats. I had some Himalayan pink salt, and then I had a little bit of honey. And now I'm going to go hit a push day. Okay, I'm going to go hit a nice chest day. We're going to do, what am I going to do? Okay, it's going to be chest, triceps, a little bit of shoulders. I'm very limited with the shoulders because obviously I don't want to add any compression to the back. And then I'm also pretty much limited to machine work, which is good. I'm going in there for a pump, 45 minutes, maybe an hour session, hit it, and I'll take you guys along the journey, show you exactly what I'm going to do training. It's going to be very basic, very simple, more the things that I always used to do, but I'm going to make sure that it's all going to be extremely effective. But as I'm sitting here, I'm like contemplating to myself, should I go take a nap? I am tired, I'm knackered, and that is because I've just shocked my body, which I haven't done in such a long time, so I'm not used to it. My brain is fried from sitting at a computer as well, and I was just like, it's like I have like a little devil on this side and I got a little angel on this side. Now the little devil is going to me and it's like, it's fine, just chill, go take a nap. It's easy, it's just one day. But here's the problem, that one day turns into the next day, turns into the next day, then it turns into a week, then it turns into a month, and before you know it, another year goes by and you have not achieved your goals. You see, it's the exact same thing. Like, you can pick up momentum when it comes to like sticking to the habits, doing it for a while, it becomes automatic. It becomes a habit, but you can also build a habit of being lazy. You can build that habit of slacking because you start to tell yourself it's fine. You start to give yourself these excuses that you start believing, even though truly it's an excuse, right? I've had a long day, I'm tired. Like, most of us do have long days. Most of us do get tired, but like that's not going to get you closer to your goals. Caving into that tiredness is not going to get you close to your goals. And if you truly want to reach your goals, you need to dedicate, right? So then I got the angel on this side saying, no, you got to stay disciplined, right? You got to show up. Do you want that goal? And if you forget what that goal is, the angel's whispering in my ear, says, close your eyes and envision what you want. Ask yourself, what do you want it? And if your why is big enough, then you will do it. Remind yourself of your why, okay? Is it because you want to feel confident? Is it because you know that you are capable of so much more, you haven't reached your full potential, and you know that achieving that physique is going to get you there? Is it because you want to look intimidating? Is it because you finally want to go to the beach feeling confident, right? Not having that insecurity of taking your shirt off or walking around feeling like your clothes like just don't fit you. These are all the things that I struggle with, right? And when I was in that position, there were days where I was lazy as well. But what kept me pushing through was just the thought of where I was, and the thought of where I wanted to be. Once you distinguish those two and you make those very, very clear, right? You have a clear vision of what it looks like, what your life is going to look like, how your life is going to change. Once you reach there, that's the angel, right? Telling you, saying, let's go. And you got the devil that's telling you to, you know what, stick to your vices, it's fine. Which are you going to listen to? Which is more important to you? Because it's also only going to be that initial stage, right? I'm feeling this discomfort now, I'm feeling this tiredness now, but if I go hit a walk to the gym right now, I'm going to get the blood flow, it's going to go to my brain, it's going to go to my muscles, right? And I'm already going to start feeling energized. I know that after that session, maybe for the first 5 minutes, I'm going to be like, I don't feel like this shit. But after the session, I'm going to have an endorphin spike, I'm going to have a killer pump, and I'm going to feel great. And that's it, right? It's just getting past that point. And if you don't know how to do that, remind yourself again of where you are, what you don't like, why you even want to make this change in the first place. Literally, speak it out loud and say, okay, well, what's going to happen if I do stick to it, right? What is my vision looking like? Always do that. That shit literally snaps me out of it super quickly. And you can always just go wet your face as well with some cold water. Peace, guys. I'll see you at the gym. So that's the first exercise done. It will always be a fly movement, right? It will always be something that is going to give my chest a good stretch, nothing too heavy. I always aim for about 15 to 20 reps. Now there's two main reasons why I do this. First reason is because it's gonna warm everything up, right? It's gonna warm up my joints, make sure that I don't get any injuries. I'm not the type of person that stretches. You'll never find me stretching. And then the second reason is also to get the blood pushed to that muscle, right? My main focus is chest right now, so I'm gonna push all of the blood, and of course I'm gonna be hitting a lot heavier movements. It's also gonna make sure that I'm stretching those muscle fibers so that when I go into that heavier movement, I don't go straight, I don't injure myself. It's pretty much a warm-up, right? So I'll do 4 sets here. First one, 15 to 20 reps, somewhere around there, more on the higher end. Then I'll drop the weight, increase the weight, and I'll drop the reps. I'll probably push for around 12 to 15 reps, 2 working sets of that. Then for my final set, I will again drop the weight and then pump for about 20 reps just to get that last little bit of blood flow. Then I'll start moving on to things that are a little bit heavier. So I'm going to do 3 more sets here, then I'll see you guys for the next exercise. And then another thing which I will do is I'll take one of these, right, and I'll put it behind my back. The reason why I do that is because it gives me more of a gap between my back and the back space, which means that I get a way deeper stretch, because otherwise the machine only takes me to about there, and I don't get a full range of motion. And you need to understand that most of the growth happens in that eccentric movement, right, when you're stretching and tearing those muscle fibers. So always keep that in mind. Smith machine incline press. I'm not going to be doing any free weights, so no dumbbells, nothing like that. This at least is fixed. If I feel a tweak in my back, I can hook it very easily. But not going too heavy, right? Started with around 15 warm up. Then I'm going to do 3 working sets of about 10 to 12 reps. Nothing too crazy, nothing too heavy. I've got about what's that, 100 kilos on the bar, so that's 2 plates of 20. Technically this bar doesn't weigh 20 kilos, so it's about 90 kilos in total with this, right? When you want to do this exercise, you don't need to overload it. You need to ensure that you are at a good incline, I'd say about 40 degrees. Make sure that that bar is coming nice and deep here. For incline, always bring the bar over here, not over here. I get a way better chest contraction there. If I bring it like below my chest line, I tend to feel it more in my shoulders, in my triceps, and I just don't get that good contraction. Right? I'm trying to aim for more of a deep stretch here instead, because I'm not overloading the weight either. Shit. I am definitely gassed out. I've lost a decent amount of strength, but that is expected. I haven't trained in a while. So right now I've only got 2 wheels on each side, so that is about 40 kilos. I don't know what that is in pounds. I think it's about 90 on each side. This is 45 plate. But I'm pretty much going to do, I'd say another 2 more working sets here, 3 working sets max. I don't need to do any more. My chest is warmed up. I don't need to do a warm-up set. I don't think I'm going to go any heavier than 2 plates aside. But 2 more sets here. Maybe I'll do a drop. Right, 1 drop a plate, and pump it out just to get some more blood flow in. Then I'm going to finish it off with some cable. Am I going to do? No. I'm going to finish it off with the transition exercise, which is going to be some dips. So that transition is obviously going to activate my chest. It's going to then transition me into triceps. Now, I will only be doing about 2, maybe 3 tricep exercises. Okay. The reason for that is you don't need to do any more. Because it's a push day and you're doing chest, you're using a lot of your triceps in any case. Right? Same with shoulders. There's a lot of shoulder movement here. So the only focus that you really need to focus on when it comes to shoulders on a push day is lateral movements. Maybe a little bit of reverse fly, but that again also gets worked when you do back, if you structure your training correctly. So that's why shoulders literally only needs to be like 1 to 2 exercises, triceps only 1 to 2 exercises, and then you're good. Because triceps are being activated when you're doing push day, when you're doing chest, and of course so are your shoulders. So that's all you need to do, nothing more. Some guys are just spending like way too much time hitting the triceps. The triceps are not such a big muscle. It's very easy to grow. You want to more prioritize the bigger muscle groups, right? Like focus more on back rather than biceps, because the biceps are going to grow when doing back in any case. Focus more on chest rather than triceps, because the triceps are going to be activated in any case. If you really want, you can do a single chest day, a single back day, and then do an arm day where you mix both biceps and triceps. That's up to you. It's dependent on your split. It's also dependent on what your weak points are. But let's continue. Let's get into it. In the transition exercise, where we're transitioning from chest to triceps, this is a perfect transition exercise, because now after doing the heavy movements, after doing the, compound movements, it's going to be a very good exercise to stretch out the chest, right? To stretch those muscle fibers, and then of course we're going to be doing triceps as well. So this will be one of the 3 tricep exercises I do. It is body weight, and then I will move on to 2 machine exercises. Probably going to be cable push downs, right? So I can get a good contraction on the tricep there. Then I'll see, maybe I'll do something like skull crushers. I'm kind of just going with the flow today. Haven't really put together a proper plan, because I'm still testing what I can do, what I can't do, if anything's going to aggravate the back. But anyway, I'm going to do about 3 sets here to max, no more than 20, no less than 10. Damn. Fucking body weight's always difficult. With this exercise, your main focus, you want to get a deep stretch and hold it at the bottom for at least 2 seconds, okay? Then you push up. No bouncing, none of that shit. You're going to hurt your joints. You want to get the stretch. That is the main priority of this movement. But let me get 2 more down here. Then we'll do the full switch into the triceps. Video is going to be in a fucking weird angle because some guy just told me I can't film in the gym, someone that works here. He said I need to stop filming, but technically the rules say I need to delete any videos with anyone in the background. And the person who complained is being a little bitch and won't say who they are. So I'm going to continue filming. I'm just going to make sure that everybody is cut out. And obviously in order to do that, I need to cut everyone out in the background. So next, we're going to do 2 more exercises, which is going to be here, tricep push downs, and then I'll do a single arm tricep push down as well. Guess it's gonna be about 2 sets, 15 reps. Everything's nice and pumped up. Obviously, you guys aren't going to see what the visuals are looking like. Again, I did get them on Instagram, so they are there. But then I am going to do maybe a little bit of skull crushes. You know, actually, I want to do some body weight work. Focus on the triceps. Do 1 shoulder exercise, just pump it up because I can feel my shoulders already there. Okay, so I'm just going to keep the camera right here. I don't want to move it. It's going to piss me off that people are complaining. Is I understand the fact that people don't want to be in the video. Like, I 100% respect that. If someone comes up to me and they're like, you know what, please remove me out of the video, I'll be like 100%. I will delete that shit, but I try my very best to make sure that no one is in the video. And you know, if I had a problem, I would go and ask someone, like, listen, please remove me from the video. But the thing is, they are too coward, they are too scared, maybe too intimidated, which is something that I can understand as well, to come up to me, right? There's a way to resolve the problem. So now I'm going to block everyone else in the background. So, let's get to it. There's no way that someone's in this fucking shot. Let's see what we can do here. Here we go. Okay, well the tricep is nice and swole as fuck now. So I'm gonna do lateral raises with the cables. Gonna hit about 3 sets of 15 each side, then we're good to go. Okay, I'm gonna go see if I can sneak to another bathroom and get those visuals showing so you guys can at least see what the visuals are looking like. Get out of this fucking gym. Okay, well we found a pretty good spot to do the check-ins here to see what the updates are looking like for you guys. Not too fucking shabby, man. Let's see what we got. Can't really see. I think it's a bit crazy. But the tongue is pretty damn solid. Okay, what's up guys? So, this is unfortunately like a week to 2 weeks after filming this. I only got to editing these videos now. It's been crazy with clients. It's been crazy with just a lot of things happening. You know, a lot of big changes, which I've actually expressed on Instagram as well, which I am gonna make a YouTube video about it this week. For those of you guys that aren't sure yet, but you know, big changes coming for 2026. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that chest day. It's something that you can implement if you are looking for machine work, if you're looking for, doing a workout basically that's going to take you 45 minutes, max an hour. If you've got a super busy schedule, this is a great way to do that. I'm going to do this type of training probably for the next couple of weeks because obviously I don't want to push myself. I'm not repeating 2025 again. Don't want to go for another operation. But yeah, I ended up, I think I found the woman that complained about the the filming, as you guys have seen in the video. So how I found this out was I went to the gym maybe a couple of days after, maybe like a week after or so, and I was training. But now with having this in my mind, obviously knowing that someone had complained about it, I face my camera down on the tripod, I make sure the cap is on unless I'm filming, right? And I'm obviously now going up to people and telling them, listen, I'm filming here. Do you mind? Like, I'll make sure not to get you in the background, just because, I have respect for that. Not everyone wants to be in the video, of course not. And of course, I don't want anyone in my videos either. So, 100% respect that. But also, I pay membership there. I've worked there for years. The manager who came and told me, was the manager, actually said, you know what, he understands my side, and based on what the rules say, the person that is complaining needs to come to me, needs to look at the footage to ensure that they aren't in there, right? Because, all the coaches, all the trainers in that gym also film for their business. So, yeah, we all have that freedom, I guess. But anyway, so I was training, I can't remember what I was doing, and this woman comes up to me and she starts walking toward me, and she, with this attitude, and she says, are you filming? And I said, no, the camera's pointing down, the cap's on. And she goes, okay. And she walks away. Then she goes to this machine doing some fly presses or some shit like that. And then I'm sitting there on the bench, and it's like, you know what, this is lingering in my head. This must be the chick. Like, I can't think that it's anybody else, because no one else has had an issue about it in the past. So I go to her, and I just want to like reassure and let her know, like, listen, I'm going to make sure that I don't get you in my videos, okay? I'm going to blur out the back, and if you really want to, you can look at the footage as well, but I'll make sure that it's just nowhere near you when I'm filming. So I go up to her and I'm like, hi, sorry. Takes the earphones out, looks at me, fucking attitude. And I said, I just want to reassure you that I'm going to make sure not to get you in any of my videos, right? I completely respect that. And she goes, cool, and looks straight back down. I'm just like, there's no need for that, right? I respect the fact that you don't want to be in the video, but I mean, you don't have to be such a bitch, right? You don't have to be such a bitch. I'm coming there, acknowledging the fact that, whatever. Anyway, long story short, I think it's not 100% sure. But it's just one of those things. And you know what? It's 2021, it's the 21st century, so 2026 now. Bro, you go anywhere in the street, someone can film you. There's CCTV cameras everywhere. So, yeah, it's just how it is. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to be pumping out some more content again, back on it, back at it. So, big things coming for 2026. Watch out for that video later on, and you guys are going to see what the journey is going to be for 2026. But peace. Love you all. Hope you enjoyed it. Check you for the next one.